Hello, Mr. Wiggle Wiggle.
What are you doing?
I would have greeted you earlier, but I got yelled at the first time I did it. So
Agreed with me?
No, just I was just gonna say hi, but then Vito yelled at me when I said hi to Dark Gift.
Oh, you can say hi to Wiggle now.
His quality stand-up that we were watching.
No, there's some bones there.
I am here. I'm here to reclaim the slums because Dark Gift fucked it up last night. Dude, why are you fighting for fucking cider? You fucking retard.
Who was white knighting for cider last night?
You.
Me.
Like, who caused all this bullshit, man? Dude, I watched Tony's EFAP last night. It was fucking embarrassing. You should be ashamed.
My EFAP or their behavior?
Yes, their behavior was embarrassing. No, you did great, Tony. You did great. Fucking A, man.
I don't know. I went to work today and I come back and like everybody's got their guns aiming at the slums. I kind of find it enlightening.
You
allowed. Hold on.
Dude, you allowed Cider to do that, and Cider's not even part of the slums.
Also, no one is aiming their guns at the slums, man. Like, that's the thing.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, we didn't. Like on our show.
Oh no! You didn't call like half of ComicsGate a bunch of pedophile peddlers?
What did we say? Did we say half of ComicsGate is a bunch of pedophiles?
No, you said all of ComicsGate is a bunch of pedophiles.
We said all of ComicsGate is pedophiles. That's what we said. That's the quote.
Well, I can't remember the stumbling of words that Dick did, but yeah, basically, yeah.
No, that was actually not it. I will not allow this to stand. Again, it was very specific. He was aiming at the people that came after him on Twitter. They talked about the people that came after him on Twitter, and then Vito said those particular people happened to pay a pedophile to make.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I've never called anybody a pedo. I've never called anybody a pedo defender, and yet I'm the one that paid the man that in question here. So who's he talking about?
Yeah. Listen, I got something to say about all this stuff.
Shut up, George.
You know why? You know why Santa Claus doesn't pay for parking?
George.
Because it's on the house.
That's great.
I don't know what was worse, George or Vito stand-up.
Well, George's setup wasn't that long.
I'm about to go live.
This is all. No, you shut up, Wiggle.
I'm putting fucking Spider on blast. Fuck him. You know, the thing is, he starts shit with fucking Dick and Vito.
Go simp for people elsewhere.
He starts shit with people and never finishes his fucking fights, runs off, calls somebody a pedo, and runs away like a little bitch. I'm fucking tired of it, man.
Well, to be fair, Vito did block him.
To be fair, that's what he fucking did.
I got a customer. I got to read this or Riley will pull up to my house, and I don't want that. He says, art director Matt Bahr creates serviceable commercial art. I now own RateMattBahr.com.
Oh, boy.
I am.
Thank you. Good work, astounded. Riley.
Thank you for the $5. And now we're all uncomfortable.
That's horrible.
Look,
don't rate Matt Bahr. Don't.
Here's what. No one rate Matt Bahr. Please don't rate Matt Bahr.
Please don't rate Matt Bahr.
Okay. So Dick got drawn into this thing with Cider. Cider calls me a pedophile. I block Cider. Cider goes crazy. Goes, how could he block me? I go, well, I block you because you called me a pedophile. I think that's reasonable.
Right.
Then somebody comes in and says, hey, that Cider guy sucks. He never even fulfilled his first comic. And then Dick was like, oh, that's funny. And then kind of like made fun of him like a little bit, you know, because whatever, it's Twitter and it doesn't matter. And then Cider goes, Dick's trying to destroy ComicsGate. He doesn't respect creators.
That's not what went down, Vito. Come on, don't glaze over it. Don't glaze over it. No, that's not what happened. I can't believe Wiggle's up here sucking dick. I've never seen this before.
Dude, I am pulling the knives on a Cider. Cider put so many knives on my back. I have a bone to pick with that motherfucker. I'm tired. Dick was
like kind of making fun of him a little bit.
So I didn't jump in until that motherfucker started saying something about he fulfilled his first book and he never got it and blah blah blah, this that and the other thing, and there was a whole big discrepancy. Yeah, there's a whole big. So I didn't jump until the dude started lying about Cider.
Nobody gives a shit about Cider's Power Ranger motherhood story. All right, nobody.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
Nobody cares. Dude, I am taking back the fucking slums. Darkgift, you're fucking done. You're fucking done.
Get out of here. You've been fired for 18 months.
I think that I'm putting him on blast. Thank you.
I think the point is Dick had a little argument on Twitter with Cider and some other guys.
I love Wiggle.
And then I thought it was like some of the same. It was some of the same guys that were like, "Oh, Vito and Dick are the worst," whatever.
Right.
And the Big King thing came out, and we're like, "Well, that's
right. See, here you're glazing over it again." The whole reason why you brought that up, you even had my tweet ready on lock on your stream.
No, we didn't. We had it on lock. We had to search for it.
That was a pretty quick search. That's all I'm saying.
The computer's right in front of us. You type Vic King into search, and yours was the first one that pops up. It wasn't even specifically aimed at you. Yours was the first tweet.
We got a customer. I got it.
Good.
ASC presents $10. I got Terry Crews a few years ago for taking my parking spot at the barber shop. Matt is so tiny and effeminate compared to him. Well, good luck with that. Young
okay, so wait, your belief is that we pulled it up specifically to target you out of all those guys?
Yeah, because you kept saying they hired him, and then there's my tweet. Then you tried to conflate Dillard's artwork with his, and all you had to do was read what that artwork was, but you didn't. And then, dude.
Okay, well,
for some reason you got more mad. You got more mad at me for saying that your reputation is a making of your own bullshit than you get at people actually calling you an actual pedophile. And all I'm doing is stating the truth.
I'm not mad at you right now. I don't know why you think I was so mad. I think this is one of those things on Twitter where everybody goes, "Hey, you're so mad right now." So no, I'm not super mad about anything. Look, man, we typed Vic King into Twitter, and I'm sorry your tweet came up first.
No, I'm glad it came up first.
Okay.
If that's the case.
And then we said...
That just means it's coming up first for everybody else.
Okay. And then he said, "Is that his art?" And I said, "Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so." Like, I didn't say it was his art because I didn't know. And it wouldn't have made sense that it was. And it wasn't. So I was right.
No, that's the
I don't even think we said your name. Did we say Dark Gift?
No, you said Dark Grift.
Okay, well, I'm sorry we said that. That was an accident.
It's funny. It's like lexicon now at this point. It's been 5 years.
I thought your name was Dark Grift.
A lot of people do, yeah. It's all good. I might as well just change it at this point.
Dark Grift's a good name. It is.
What's going on, Rich?
Hey, what's going on?
Here,
I did it on accident too, and then I had this little guilt trip, and I'm like, do I correct it or do I just move on? And I'm just like, all right, Tony knows what I mean. I don't do that with ill intent. So.
Yeah.
I go over Dick's house and I go, "Hey, remember those guys you were fighting with on Twitter last week?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, he'll find this funny." I go, "Well, it turns out, they had a pedophile working for them, which is, it's obviously not funny, but it's funny and like, hey, they gave you a lot of shit. And now they got a little bit of egg on their face. It's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing that this has happened. I get it. I wouldn't feel good about it.
Right, yeah, but here's the thing. Just like the way Dick went around, like whatever he said, he stumbled over some words about like, so they're all pedo child rapist payers or something like that. Lumping everybody in. You're pointing
hold on a second.
all these other people. You keep saying all these people.
Hold the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
on.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So I'm going to bring this up because this is a point of contention. Okay, so this is the tweet that was brought up. Mm-hmm. If you read this tweet, it says, "Official statement on the Vic King situation. It has come to our attention that the artist who created some cover artwork for several graphic novels and interior work for one other under the pen name Vic King has been revealed to actually be Robert Kincaid, an individual. Then you have to hit show more." Mm-hmm. So without hitting that, which is what Dick and Vito didn't do, if you watch the podcast, they didn't. They just brought this up. So if I read this Vic King situation picture, my mind goes, is this Vic King's art? It is reasonable.
Yeah, you're saying the artist who created artwork and then you post a piece of artwork. Do you not see how like I got confused? I think a lot of people would get confused where they go, "Oh, is this his art?" Yeah, also, so what does it matter? Like, if we got confused that it's his art, what does that mean? That we're saying the artist who drew it is a pedophile?
Okay, it was just a side note.
Right.
That wasn't
sorry,
why would you always just side note with people like you? Come on, you made a big point of it, and then when you got pointed
I made more of a point of it here than I did on my own stream.
I watched that stream twice. Once because I
watched I watched
Matt Bahr asked me to watch it a second time,
and I was like, "Oh, this isn't that big a deal." I think okay, they're not happy about it, and that's fine. We'll move on. And then today I'm on Twitter, and Matt Bahr is going, "Vito and Dick are trying to destroy ComicsGate again." And I'm like, "What is this? I don't want to destroy ComicsGate. I really don't.
I came home from work and there was that going on. There was some Riley fan saying that the Slumlords got Riley kicked off of Twitter, and then so there was Joe
Riley got himself kicked off Twitter, and that's Riley
saying that we got him kicked off of Twitter. I haven't seen Joe Frago in about 4 years. Like he's like off my radar. I haven't like even thought about that guy. And he's saying that the Slumlords got him kicked off Twitter, and it's like, oh, everybody's coming after the Slumlords. That's awesome. You know, like I guess.
But no one is actually. Here's what I'm going to tell you: no one is coming after the Slumlords. We really aren't. We did not say Slumlords on the show.
No,
I barely know who the Slumlords are. Okay, I've been on, and half of you have like puppets or fucking avatars. I don't know. If you asked me to name the Slumlords, I would say, well, Darkgift and that guy with the duck comic. That's it, and maybe Cider.
I didn't even know who the fuck you
Slumlord.
guys were.
Kinda. Tangentially.
Cider's tangentially. Okay. I don't know who the Slumlords are. I'm not like I don't. I know like I don't know.
There's
Guess
the
what?
duck
Start a
comic
war.
guy.
Yeah, there you go. And I actually sent him some stuff.
I'm only here for guys, gentlemen. I'm only here for a few seconds. Gentlemen,
Right.
wait, I'm on.
Tell him it's not a duck.
Hold on. I'm hearing
It's a mallard.
feedback, but I just gotta say one thing. If you guys are on very at peace knowing that you don't know who we are, then I want to encourage that because I don't wish that nightmare on anybody. So please continue not to know who we are because I hold everybody in respect for doing so. Thank you and good night.
All right.
That mic was.
I don't know what's up with this mic lately. It's been that way.
Look, we did a little comedy bit. All right. The comedy bit was you guys yelled at Dick, and now Dick yells at you, and that's it. And then Matt's going, but they didn't talk about how after we found out, we all bravely got together and fired him. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to grind the comedy podcast to the halt to give you a trophy for firing a pedophile. That's not funny or interesting. Like, did you know these guys handled the situation with incredible professionalism? Oh, wow. How interesting is that? Let's talk about that for a while. This is not the joke is that you guys, some of you guys argued with Dick, and then a bad thing happened to you, and Dick is taking glee in that situation. And that's it.
Yeah,
if a bad thing happened to one of someone else you argued with, you would also take glee in it. You'd go, fuck that guy.
Also, I have to say this because you guys seem confused. Dick doesn't really think that he can recognize pedophiles by their artwork. That was him.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Funny.
Matt Bahr keeps going, what's the joke? And I'm going, the joke is Dick insinuating that he is able to look at someone's art and tell whether or not they're a pedophile, and that he thinks less of you for not being able to do it. Obviously, that is retarded. Okay,
I don't think I commented on the whole going through his.
No, but Matt
thing.
Bahr keeps saying, "What is the joke? Where's the joke? What's the comedy?"
I think what he's asking is, what's the joke with the whole, the whole. There are a bunch of supporters. You know what I mean? Like that. That's where it gets a little muddy.
Did he say?
He said payers. He didn't say supporters. He said payers. You pay somebody that's a pedophile.
Right. I mean, like,
and it's
basically,
funny. Again, the joke is it's funny because you guys gave him shit, and now you're getting shit back because you did something unknowingly.
I gave him shit for trying to tank Cider's reputation. I didn't give him shit about anything else that had to do with child rape.
All right, I'm sorry. You know what?
Okay,
Cider streams with JDA. He tanked his own reputation. Come on, let's.
Don't mean to interrupt
I
anybody,
mean,
gentlemen.
Hold on, Al's Matt. Yes.
I heard my mic was terrible, so I want to make sure that my mic is better. Is it better right now?
It is better.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you guys, all of you have lost the plot. If you want to go at Darkgift, go after him for his refusal to eat steak. He doesn't eat steak fully to the core. He's a soy boy.
Bastard.
He needs to be stopped.
Thank
you.
You fucking bastard.
That's an issue that matters.
Okay,
That
so
is an issue
what
that
you're
matters,
saying
Rich.
is Dick is being mean and unfair. Yes, that's the joke. That's part of the joke.
No, I
Dick
think
is
it's a
being
little
very
bit more on the
unreasonable.
slanderous side, yeah. But whatever.
I don't. Do you think anyone watches Dick go, I can tell if an artist is a pedophile and these guys couldn't tell, and that's very suspicious? No. Everybody in the audience gets the bit. If anybody in my audience thinks that you guys are actually pedophile friends because you accidentally hired a pedophile, no. It just really sucks. And
they're going around. They're going around on Twitter saying they were saying it last week.
Well, who?
I don't know their names. They're freaking like, they seem like alt accounts to me. They got like 20 followers, 100 followers on Twitter.
Okay, well, let's be real. If it turned out that I hired a pedophile, I would be hearing about it for the next 10 years. Okay? Like, yeah, you're going to take a little bit of shit. But just go, you know what? We handled it the best we could. That's it.
No, I get it. But like I said, this it was very like aimed. It seemed to be aimed at me specifically from you with your choice of words. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so when the show's going on, I do not have access to the keyboard. Dick has the keyboard in front of him. He types.
No, that's
Dick
fine.
King
Not even bringing that up. Just the way you were saying, and then these guys hired him, and it's like, I've never even dropped the pedo shit at you on your doorstep.
Fair enough.
I agree.
I honestly, all I knew was it was a couple guys. I didn't even think you would. I didn't know that you were one of the guys who hired him. I had forgotten that, and I don't know, man. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a little. Dick was fighting with you guys, and then a bad thing happened to you, so now he gets to go, haha, that's it.
Right, which is fine. But then, like I said, it just
I don't think it is fine.
See, look at you and Vito got something
I'm
in common.
saying,
you'll eat a woman with a gentleman's sausage, but not real steak. You guys can bond over your love of female.
Look, if you think we went over the line and that Dick was actually trying to insinuate that you guys lack the ability to recognize pedophiles from looking at their artwork, I can't apologize on his behalf. You'll have to take that up with him. I would argue.
I'm not even looking for an apology. I just think
funny.
I think Matt Bahr should just get in here instead of yelling from the chat.
Matt Bahr can come in. We devoted like 3 minutes to it. It's just a little topical thing. We bring in our stupid little Twitter feuds because the audience think it's funny. I never said bravely don't gaslight. You said it's a joke. I'm asking where the punchline was. The punchline is that Dick is being unreasonable and mean.
Not all jokes have
absurd
punchlines.
Things.
That's the thing, Matt. Some jokes don't have punchlines. It's
a character acting in
comedy,
a ridiculous, reprehensible manner as his co-host goes, stop, no, don't. As he goes, I think those guys should have known he was a pedophile. And I go, Dick, that's unreasonable. I disavow this. I think there's some humor in that. If anything, I was like defending you guys, which is the craziest thing. I was like, no, they didn't know. It's just, it is kind of, funny how it turned out. Whatever. I think we were very even-handed.
I disavow red.
That being said, what do you think about Matt's idea to every ComicsGate book from now on should have a 100% pedo-free sticker on the front so no pedophiles were involved in the making of the comic book?
I think it's a brilliant idea.
I think it's dumb. Completely dumb.
Can't you imagine, you take
Don't put that guarantee on there.
Store and you go, hey, I don't want to get Spider-Man because a pedophile might have worked on it. I want to get this comic, which says 100% no pedophiles.
But you can't guarantee that. I'd go 99%.
99.9%. 9 out of 10 dentists agree.
Yeah. Instead of Action Comics,
the printer, the mailman, the delivery, we don't know.
I'm going to change the name of my publishing company to No Pedophile Comics.
I hate
that's the comics you can trust.
Is there going to be a comment there? No, pedophile comics.
I hate to jump off mid-conversation, but I am supposed to go onto Matt Burke's channel, Metal Movies and Brewskis, in like 5 minutes. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
that's
man.
cool, man.
You want something to plug while you're here?
Go to darkgiftcomics.com and you can check out everything going on over there. All mentions of that other idiot are off the website, and you can see the new artwork that was replaced. So you can go check that out.
So upgrade. You got Dillard now, man. That's a hell of an upgrade.
Got Dillard on one, the Lightbringer 2 covers. We got Quaff on the other, and then Peter Gilmore redid the Hunting Alice variant. So that one came out friggin'. Yeah.
In a sorry way, it's a blessing in disguise because, I wish it would have happened another way, but
right, no, I hear
a lot more better artists.
Yeah. So it worked out in the end. Obviously, still some things in the long run that have to get hashed out. Like some inventory was already ordered, so now that has to be replaced. And
I get it.
And then Lightbringer 1 has to be totally redrawn. That's coming out of print.
Dark Gift, you got a problem here. Riley says for $20, that's what I mean. I just bought CG Scumlords, CGScumlords.com, and CGSlumlords.com too. Let's call our show CG Scumlords, Tony. I am the Scumlord.
I don't even
disavow.
know who Riley is.
I disavow. I disavow all of this. Riley, what are you doing?
I honestly don't even know who Riley is.
He's the one that taped.
No, I know who he
making
is,
this
but
way worse than it needs to be.
I know who he is, like by reputation. I've never
He is
interacted
definitely
with
trying
the
to make
guy.
the situation worse, which is.
I mean, he could if he wants to go to war. I mean, I'll go to war, but I don't really care.
Worse to give Vito anxiety.
Yeah, he's trying to make my life harder. Because everyone goes, "Hey, your buddy Riley," and I'm like, "Riley fucking hates me. I have nothing to do with this."
All right, I'm gonna let Matt take over. I gotta get over to Matt Burke's channel.
All right.
All right.
And when you burn all those pedophile comics, make a video out of it. That'd be good promotion.
I would.
Good fun.
What's
right
up,
now.
Matt Bahr?
Matt, you got to calm down. You're killing me.
Don't tell
I
me
don't
what
think
to
he's got
do.
his mic. Oh, there he is. Matt, what do you think we want to destroy ComicsGate? Me and Dick Masterson.
I never said you were going to destroy ComicsGate. I
What are
never
we
said
gonna
anything
do to
about
it?
Bravely.
All right, what are we gonna do
Hold
to
on.
ComicsGate?
Hold on,
I
I'm
say
grinding up
Bravely.
this weed. Hold on.
Okay.
Lovely. Dead air. That's what our panel and our show loves.
We gotta wait. You gotta wait.
I know, but I'm just saying, I literally was insulting LG for having dead air, and now we have it.
Matt, why don't you give us a topic and then you can grind the weed?
Okay,
All right.
so I'll set the stage. I was super sick for like several days, like 101 degree. I was bedridden. I finally start feeling better, and I hop on to Darkgift's show, the Slumlord.
Mm.
I probably shouldn't have been on there, but I was on there. Right? So I don't watch your show, and I don't know Dick other than like when I see him on with the Eric July stuff. I don't even follow Dick, and it's not like I don't know who you are. I haven't like fallen
You're not
into that sphere.
100% caught up. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like the only parts of Dick that I've seen is him showing up with the Eric July stuff, or him like showing up with like Ethan. So I don't know like the
You don't know all the
fucking. I don't know like the
think-
jokes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Sure.
realize that like he's sitting there like completely being like fucking off the rails.
Facetious.
Yeah, right. So we're watching this clip, and it's of course this fucking Vic King shit, right? And it's like everybody in fucking CG knew about it, and it was just the shit he was saying that like we were all responsible, that like we all should have known, that we were all paying for him, and that just like he was on so many, but it just like was really inflating somebody that I knew was like a shit artist anyways, right? Like I'm like, he's not that fucking everywhere. And
He's pretty bad. He's not good.
He's not good, dude. So he I mean, I'm mediocre, but he's better. He's worse than I am. So I don't know. So you guys were kind of like you're puffing him up, and at the same time you were like kind of like knocking CG as a whole down, you know. And then I didn't understand that approach when like a couple of weeks ago you were on the Slums and we had interacted, and I thought that was like a pretty good interaction. Like CG was trying to understand. Like, what is the first question I asked you was like, how many times have you apologized for that shit? You know,
but here's
like
the thing, like you watched the
so
clip,
it's like so I'm like thinking that we're like kind of cool, and then I'm watching the clip going, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, but what did I say? I didn't say Dick said
no,
shit.
not you. Both I mean,
Okay,
both
so
of you guys, you were kind of agreeing with him. You were kind of like you were going.
I think I was kind of defending you guys, though. No, hold on. I said a bunch of times.
You were waffling a bit, Vito.
I didn't feel
were
that.
waffling a little.
I was waffling because I was playing into the joke. But I was like, well,
saying.
Again, I don't know any jokes, dude. So I'm like, I go to bed, I wake up, and I'm fucking still pissed off. And then I like see the Geek Squad, the Geek Group, they're fucking like EFAPing it, and then I'm just kind of watching it. I don't have anything against Riley, but instantly he has some fucking comment about me, just some snide bullshit comment, and it was like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you. And so that
fuck
instigates
Riley. I
him.
agree with that.
That just like instigates like his whole fucking thing. Like, dude, I've never had any problem with Riley. He's always like been like some kind of fucking weirdo for somebody else, right? Like the first time
I
he
have
had
a problem with
me,
Riley because he's just making more problems for
dude, the
me.
first time I had an issue with Riley, actually, the first time Riley had an issue with me, let's fucking rephrase that. The first time Riley had an issue with me, right, was because I was talking about some fucking white boy manga and I was talking about how shitty it looked. He fucking jumps into the conversation like it was fucking his artwork. He gets fucking crazy, so I block him. Right? It was just like several days nonstop bullshit, and it was like, bro, over this, fuck you, block. So fucking whatever, right? That was months ago.
Yeah.
Nah, he's still holding on to that shit and like commenting about it, and then he escalates it into fucking like saying he's gonna rape me. Dude, give me a fucking break.
I think it is
You
perfectly
don't see how
reasonable.
absurd
break.
that is.
Did I fucking report him? I didn't report him. I'm not gonna fucking
we found
report
out
you.
that it
I'll
wasn't
block
even
you.
your
Or
tweet.
somebody else fucking do it. Yeah,
I
dude. I don't
think
give
it
a
is
fuck. I'll show that
reasonable
shit. I don't give a fuck.
I think if Riley says he's going to rape you, you have every right to be upset with that. I think I would also be upset if Riley said he was.
I would just send him a
rape
picture
me.
of my asshole. I would be like, "Here you go. Here's the target, right?"
Well, I'm a married man. I'm not into
I
that
guess.
shit.
Look, I can accept that if you don't know the show and you don't know that Dick is constantly making disingenuous arguments to fuck with me and just going like way over the top. Yeah,
Watch
that's
the
kind of
video,
like
man.
part of,
I never called you a pedophile.
I know. I don't think you
we've
did.
already talked, and like I know that it was
No, but again,
the
what I
worst choice in fucking material, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
In my opinion.
I would just say I do think we had a good conversation, and then people think like, oh, and then Vito goes on his show and he's trying to like fuck with ComicsGate. No, I went to Dick before the show. I said, hey, remember those guys you were arguing with on Twitter? They're having a situation, and he wanted to bring it up on the show. It's not like a calculated, I want to make sure these guys don't make money.
No,
I specifically
I know,
avoid,
but it's
I
just
avoid
you guys
naming
have a
any
very
names.
large audience. You have a very large audience. So if somebody hears that, you know,
But I'd say we have a large
99%. Does 99% of the audience catch that joke? Are they like, oh, he's saying ComicsGate are a bunch of pedos? They're not. Right?
Well, but we've also obviously we don't believe ComicsGate is a bunch of pedos because we've had
right.
Ethan on the show and we talk about how great Ethan is, and he's like,
that's why I was like, that's why I was fucking
Speaking
weirded
of
out.
Ethan-
That's why I was like, what
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck? Like, how I like in my head, right? In the narrative that I was fucking forming, I was like, how are these guys fucking like being weird about ComicsGate when like we're fucking like building bridges and shit, and Ethan is hanging out with them, and like they're coming on the
I
Ethan
hate
show.
to cut,
You know what I
cut
mean?
you off, Matt, but I got a customer.
you can save the super chats.
I
Tony.
can't.
Yes, you
I
can.
fucking-
That's how we do it here,
It
people.
fucking bothers me.
Hail the chat.
Riley is a loose cannon pornographer, and now you have aroused his interest. That's Johnny
That's fucking
Rocket,
gross.
the writer of Hellevent, or the script.
Shall be himself. Yeah.
I don't want to arouse any other men.
Here's what I'm gonna say also about the show is a lot of people go, well, you know, you're doing this show with Dick, so that means everything he says you're responsible for. And I go, I have no control over that, man.
I didn't say that.
Really,
I'm not.
I know you
saying
don't.
that.
But let's be clear. I think Dick does look at a lot of indie comics, and he is less forgiving as I am. Where I go, no, it's just great that people are making shit. You know,
And I don't think all of CG sucks. Like he made a comment about all the artwork sucking in CG.
I think it was.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. And he knows.
I think maybe 40% might need some fucking work. But I think a lot
but that's
of it
like
is,
you know,
is
you
really
say
good.
all rap music is shit, but you know, there's probably some rap music you enjoy. It was like a shitty general.
I like rap.
I'm not saying you in specific. I'm saying that's something somebody might say.
Mm.
Oh, I hate all pop music. No, you don't. There's some pop music you like.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is good. We talking about Vito.
I'm just gonna say, look, first of all, yeah, Dick might be more critical. I don't know, but I know Dick does not hate every ComicsGate book. He likes Cyberfrog, and he likes some of the other stuff people have shown us. We promoted that guy who Eric July like shit on him. What was that guy? Mortal Rising. He's got good colorist on that book.
I gotta read that stuff.
And there's guys in ComicsGate who hate me, and I still go, well, your book looks great. Like that Vonster guy, I think he fucking hates me, and I'm like, I don't care. Your comic looks real good. I can't say shit about that. So
Tear in the trenches.
Yeah, but I wish I had his artist. Like, if I could steal his artist, I'd be so happy.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I'm gonna do something with him. I think you just need to figure out what we're gonna do.
That artist, the art he has is like the exact art style because it's like that Bruce Timm, like Batman animated series looking shit, but with god, so good. Anyway,
it's got that like anime energy, but it's not quite like fucking manga.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with
white
my
boy
book.
manga. Yeah,
kind of. That's what I'm kind of.
I've seen. What is it? Hero Killer?
Super Killer.
Super Killer.
So
look, did says, "Hail y'all! Wow, what a panel tonight!
tonight.
Tony making the money.
Tony deserves that money.
Make that paper.
Here's the thing: when you do a 3-hour comedy podcast, you might say some things that sound.
Well, you should have heard what I said at the end of our podcast. I told everyone I had 3 testicles.
But if anybody, I don't think anybody comes away from our show going, all of ComicsGate is pedophiles with shitty art. I think they know Dick is a character, and I'm there going, Dick, shut up. You know, these are creators. Like, you're being ridiculous. They should have known. Look at his art. You can tell he's a pedophile. Like, shut up, Dick.
That one's even more pedophilic.
Do I really sound like I was like, we bravely fucking replaced the artwork, like you said earlier?
I have no idea.
Wait, Vito's a comedian, so he's gonna blow everything up and make it extremely.
That was definitely. I was like, all right, I'm getting up. I'm going.
Well, it sounds like. Look,
I said bravely. I didn't say. Bravely.
I am gonna say this. Like, look, you guys had a guy.
Like,
working
I say
on
crazy shit, so just be honest with the shit that I say. Don't make up shit I haven't said.
If you asked me, if you said, what's the worst possible thing that could happen to a comic book, I would say it would be the artist getting discovered to be a pedophile. I think that's like probably one of the worst things that could happen, and that happened.
Man,
or actually, the comic being enjoyed by a pedophile would probably be worse.
There's a lot of bad things.
The pickle, dude. But so then the question is like, how do we know? You know what I mean? If the guy showed up using a fake name,
that's the thing. Is you can't. I know,
and
I said that on the show. I said,
"Eat my asshole, bro."
I gotta read this. I don't want to.
I will receive my semen.
He says, if you complete your Spurg fit today over my comments last night about EVS not giving you favors with you figuring Rippaverse about manga, you will receive my semen, Matt Bahr. I hate manga, Clippa. Yeah, so he says that you're confusing
I don't know what he said last night. I only saw the part where he was like, yeah, Matt Bahr's at the bottom. Art director Matt Bahr, he's at the bottom where he belongs. That's when I just turned off your fucking stream. I was like, fuck that faggot.
Yeah, I think Riley says that you're conflating him with Rippaverse, who was what you were arguing with over that manga.
No, I know the difference. He was there, and so was that turtle-looking motherfucker was there too. Rippaverse, he was there. I know both of those two.
No, we got another
clown cocksuckers.
Booze the Ghost says, Dick was just on Trashcast talking to EVS and Shane. Matt, people make jokes on shows. If he truly believes CG was full of pedophiles, he wouldn't have been so cordial. I mean, he has a co-host named Vito, so
there you go.
Maybe, he might.
So theoretically, he should love pedophiles. Anyway, I think when you do a comedy podcast, there's going to be a little bit of like, oh, we're going to throw a little shit. It's not a big deal. And you guys can throw a little shit back. Go, Dick and Vito, they said, we hire that pedophile. Fuck those guys, all right? But it's not like reaching the level. If you think this is going to hurt your book or we're going to sabotage your campaign or everyone's going to go, fuck that guy. Look, we're not going to do that. We're not. I didn't name names on purpose.
It's just very, I feel like once the whole Vic King thing happens, everybody is very fucking like on edge.
Everybody's on edge. I get it. I don't think you
honestly
though, but you did handle it the way you need to handle it.
Yeah, I know, but then it starts to ask those fucking SOPs of like, okay, well, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like it starts, like how do I protect myself? Like it opens up a whole fucking can of worms that we have to address on a personal level. You know what I mean?
Just ignore him. But Jose M says, hold on.
You know what I mean? Somebody says, hey, I'm Vic King. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, that sounds like a normal name. Turns out it's not. So it's like.
You should find a second Vic King, pay him, and then pretend like that was the Vic King all along. Jesus. But Jose M says, go to the Eric July campaign and type a quantity over 2,000. I'll do that while these fine gentlemen continue their.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Why?
I mean, Tony, you already know what that does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't show it on stream.
Whatever.
You guys are ruining this great thing that we got going. Anyway,
that guy's
Matt,
shady as shit.
This is a new thing.
Matt,
hold on. Riley's throwing more money. Stop throwing money.
I don't like Eric July at all. I think he's fucking shady as shit.
I'm gonna film what I do to Matt Bahr and put it on all my new websites. Clippa. Thank you for the $10.
Here's what happens, okay? You find out Jared Fogel's a Subway, everybody makes foot-long jokes for a month. And you just got to suck it up. You can't go with Subway. You can't go, well, we bravely, or whatever. I'm not going to.
You motherfucker.
You can't go, we
Stop
handled that
using
situation
the
with the
word bravely.
greatest
God damn it,
aplomb. And
Vito.
we handled that 100. You just go, yeah, we got to eat a little shit. Eat a little shit, and that's it. I don't think this is going to go
Honestly,
on.
I'm surprised my shit took that much traction. You know what I mean? I'm not that fucking big of a person in CG, dude.
I don't think it is. Like, I don't see anybody else talking about it. We just talked about the only reason we talked about it is because it was the same small group of guys that had been arguing with Dick on Twitter, and I don't think you were one of them. And I'm sorry if you got dragged into it, but again, we didn't name you, and if you felt like we were trying to name you,
you were arguing with Cider and Darkgift. I didn't.
Cider and Darkgift, and I don't think Cider worked with Vic King, right?
No.
But he was on. Let's be clear, he was on streams with everybody. So
not really, dude. Not really. You need
didn't
to
show up on
watch
any
the
stream.
Big King stuff, dude. He hung out with himself. He would get fucked up, like drunk, and like say, "Okay, I'll do commissions, $50." You know what I mean? It was like it was creepy. People, if you ask around, people got a creepy.
People did
vibe
not
from
like him.
Yeah,
and then some people got tricked into giving him money and ruining their comics with that art.
You know who did? The person who has the fucking biggest heart. Darkgift. He's always fucking trying to like, well, maybe, he's creepy, but maybe he needs some help. You know what I mean? Like he's the fence sitter. You know what I mean? He's always like trying to like, he keeps talking to Liam like he's gonna start telling the truth and shit. So
I haven't kept up on
that's
the
who
Liam
that's
stuff.
who did it. It was Darkgift.
Like Liam.
I don't either. I'm just
is Liam
that
flagging
example.
people? I heard he was
know.
like flagging campaigns.
He used to. I don't know if he's doing it now. I don't know. But I was just using it as an example of somebody that he's like reaching out to, So it's like, hey, like Vic King is a little creepy. He's not like he's drawing like little chicks and shit. He's drawing like normal women.
It's weird proportions. Not creepy proportions, just like wrong.
The subject matter was like barbarian bullshit, but it wasn't. It was drawn shitty. Yeah, but I mean, like what he was trying to draw wasn't like. Is that a fucking teenager, dude? Like, what are you fucking drawing there? You know what I mean? Like, I think with the slick Jimmy shit, he was like showing artwork and was telling people, no, she's over 18.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
And then
little
at
girl
the last second,
killer
like
or
flipped
something.
it. Yeah, with like little doll. Yeah, and then he like flips it at the end and is like, no, she's actually under 18, which then triggers everybody's fucking flags and shit. So.
I get that.
Yeah,
look,
people
we're
get
not
like
trying to ruin
buzz
anybody's
from him,
business. And again, I'm not trying to ruin Subway when you make a Jared Fogle joke. It's just like, yeah, you know what, you gotta get a little bit of shit. It sucks. But it's not like we're gonna look. This is not gonna become a thing. We're not gonna do the Vic King update hour. It was Dick took a Twitter feud and wanted to rip a little bit. I guess. I don't know. It's not that interesting. Anyway, no one is fighting with no one from Biggest Problem hates ComicsGate. Dick might be more critical of some of the artwork and the storylines, but that's him. And,
I don't know. I got this weird vibe when I saw Meth Gators posters, Black Angus, the Vic King one. I was like, that's weird. I'm gonna
Meth
show
Gator worked with him.
Yeah,
Meth Gator. Vic King poster.
See, what is Meth Gator? What is that name? Now I'm like, who the fuck is Meth Gator? What's your fucking name?
Black Angus's comic.
Yeah,
that he's
comic
working on. He's selling
okay,
posters.
so we know who he is. We could Google his name.
Black Angus?
Yeah, he's been on the stream before. But see, like this, like I seen this and I was like, oh, that's like weird looking. Like that's off-putting.
Her face just looks fucked.
Yeah.
How is he not taking this down? Is that Vic's art?
Yeah, he's going to. I don't know why he.
What do you mean he's going to? You've had time.
Well, he said, "I'm just
down now."
I'm not fucking Angus. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I know,
Tony's
but I'm
his
telling
agent or something,
him.
man. Tony and his agent, man.
I mean, he's
Your
had
warehouse
like
is marked for death.
He's had like a week and a half. Well, he's gonna have trouble.
I don't know how Fun My Comic works. Maybe he's trying to figure out how to refund people.
The thing with Vic King is he was in ComicsGate and he would go to this circle, but he would never really stay. It was just like what Matt was saying. He was kind of weird and just in different little circles.
All right, Booze the Ghost for 10 says, dude used a pseudonym and y'all didn't know him beyond that. Why dwell on the idea that this somehow reflects on you? It doesn't, Matt. Still getting raped though. My condolences.
I think you just got to laugh.
Telling Matt that he's getting raped.
I think you just got to go. Yeah, you know what? We found out. We did the best we could. We're gonna eat a little shit for a little bit of time. I think honestly, you got to take it in stride when you go, how could they possibly say
Well, I mean,
anything?
I'm listening to you because I'm not sitting here like fucking arguing with you about it.
No, I know. I'm just telling you. I think you're going to come off a lot. Nobody, like, if any, okay, let's put it this way. If after we did the show, a bunch of people flooded your page and said, how could you hire that pedophile? I would get it. But I don't think anybody did that. I don't think anybody even listens to our show and knows what the fuck we're talking about. Most of the people in our audience are not reading comics books. They're not buying comic books. More of them are now. Hopefully, if anything, I think we're helping getting people interested in indie comics. We sent a bunch of people over to Ethan, and we're trying to send them to other. I'm trying to send people to other campaigns I think are cool. But don't think we're targeting anybody. And I don't know. I think we're cool. You guys, look. You don't have to. And I've always said, "Oh, am I frozen?"
No.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, you know, you don't have to love us or what we're doing or anything we're doing, but we're not.
Now you are.
Yeah.
But you go get Blood in the Sword. Look at that. He hit 3,000.
I'm
Congratulations.
over 3,000.
25.
Hey, you know what? I got to say thank you to everyone in here because everyone in here has helped supported me. And I said this, Matt supported me, Vito has supported me, Tony has supported me, TJ supported me, and this you guys supported me in the beginning before this even launched. So, you know, I appreciate that. Last Man supported me, Slums has supported me, you know. Vito's, you know, talked about the comic on the Biggest Problem. So, you know, and this fucking Vic King shit is fucking it just sucks, man. Because like, you know, because here's the thing. I'll speak for me. You know, my perspective of it is like being in ComicsGate. You take a lot of shit, man. You take a lot of shit from this and that, and a lot of people use ammunition to fucking. You know, and you're always on the fucking defense. You're always playing this, and you know what I mean. And it's like, fuck, here we go again. And I think that's where people have the burnout already. Like, fuck, here we go again. Is it? Because when this shit comes, it comes in like spurts of months, you know. And it's just like we've seen it before. I mean, seen it from the Nazis, seen it from the racists, the blah 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 blah, and all that shit. It's and then you're like, fuck, all this for comic books, you know? But so it sucks. It sucks that it happened. You know, a lot of people, you know, Vic King's art wasn't the greatest, but a lot of people are willing to work with a new artist and you know, being a new writer, working with new writers or whatever, you know, or just give someone a chance to make something. And a shame on him for doing that to people that, you know, he knew he had that on the record and he knew, like, you know, people's businesses could be damaged, and he knows how this. Shame on him for doing that to these people, you know. So,
Vito says my computer crashed, but hey, good seeing everybody, and I think we've cleared it up. Hopefully, we have.
Yeah, because that sucks. It's not on Darkgift. You know, there's other creators that are waiting on artwork that paid them and his whole thing with his scanner.
You had it up. I was wondering what it was.
I wasn't sure. As soon as I started closing it when you pulled it up.
Yeah. So that just sucks, man. But
yeah,
but you know what I'm talking about, man. It's always something that they want to go at ComicsGate, you know, and you know.
Yeah. It feels like it's all the time, dude. It gets fucking. It starts to burn you out. Like
guys got
it does. It starts to feel like fatigue right now, where I'm like, time to put on the armor. You know what I mean?
Just remember,
let me go make a pot of coffee so I can fucking like defend.
Well, this
CG.
whole thing is just a distraction. This is a distraction from you guys doing what we're here for, and that's to hate on Eric July. I mean, we wasted 2 hours not hating Eric July. Riley's gonna yell at me later.
Does it take that long to hate him? I mean, his books are stupid.
Let me ask you, Matt. Do you feel that Eric July?
He looks weird. His fucking Jerry curl on his shoulders is fucking weird.
Do you feel he should be celebrated in Black History Month? Do you feel he meets those credentials
for Black History Month?
Yeah, he should be celebrated.
He looks black to me. I don't know. Is he not black?
Accomplishments.
Is he worthy to sit on the table with, you know, like Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King,
Rosa Parks,
Malcolm X?
I mean, there's other black entrepreneurs who've made more money faster than him, right? There's like that bald black guy on
the Super Soaker guy?
Shark Tank guy, the Super Soaker guy, the guy who started FUBU, There's a bunch of other like black professionals, you know.
Master P.
But I mean, that's his thing. If he wants to like make a mural,
someone else
downtown
does
with his
one of his
face and
fans.
fucking Rosa Parks and Nelson Mandela's. That's his deal.
Famous Amos.
What's that? What's Famous Amos even real? Uncle Ben from the Rice.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there.
I think Uncle Ben was a real guy.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna be
the Aunt Jemima chick was a real chick too.
Yeah, I think that was someone's relative. That was their recipe, and I was like, that was their.
And like one of the first female millionaires in Georgia was a black woman. She was selling like beauty products in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, get that bread.
Get
but
that
Eric
bread.
July should not be up there, but LG thinks he should. Is this a good segue? Should we go back to the hating?
Yeah. See, this is what we do, man. We look at this.
Really?
This retarded stuff, man.
We have our own little like zoo of retards, and we just circle through them and we watch them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you met LG.
We got a fun little group of retards in the slums.
All right. He thinks this is why we were talking about Black History, because he thinks Eric July should be celebrated for making money at a comic book company.
That is your business, right? That's your problem. That's all up to you, right?
Hell yeah.
Yo, his headphones make his head look like he's getting squished, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. His head's getting squeezed.
Let me ask you this, Matt.
That is
you know Beetlejuice from
that
Howard
fucking
Stern?
haircut and shit. It's like squeeze.
Yeah, it looks. But doesn't he look like Beetlejuice and Steve Harvey had a baby?
Beetlejuice from Howard Stern.
Yeah, and Steve Harvey had a baby.
Yeah. That's a heavy bottom lip right there.
All up to you. But where I draw the line, and this is where I have the issue with, is people that are literally going after this man and saying that he doesn't deserve the success he has. For what?
I don't think anyone's ever said that. That's the
Nobody
problem.
said that. It's straw man. These people are all straw man fucking setups.
Also, look at that dead
Thomas
air.
Sowell, yes, Thomas Sowell needs to be celebrated this month too.
Dead air.
Thomas Sowell, Eric July, you know.
Notice how he puts both of them together, right?
Bro.
Well, and the only reason they brought up Thomas Sowell is because Eric July
has his poster behind him. Yeah.
What about the black astronaut that died in the Challenger? He should be celebrated too, right?
Yeah.
Katie says, "Oh look, it's the creep." LG is very mad. He mentioned you too, Katie. You get a shout out. I get a shout out.
Oh shit.
Richard does.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Winston from the Ghostbusters had more of a cultural impact.
Apollo Creed, he just died. He should be celebrated.
Carl Weathers is OG, man. Action Jackson, come on. Tony, Shogun. Shogun of Harlem.
The Black Power Ranger. Let's just celebrate everybody.
These people have worked and they have made an impact.
Eric's life made an impact in his wallet.
Right? Save me from the insanity of Twitter. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, it's wild out here.
Is that a last man? Wasn't he just on here?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said, "Save me from the insanity of Twitter." He's a secret Eric July simp. Exposed. 4K.
What up, Azamet? Azamet, how you doing, man?
Little POC. Peanut.
Whether you like Eric or not.
Wasn't it? This is racist right here. Tiamat says, or like Tony doesn't act Mexican or Latin. Is there like a certain way that I'm supposed to act because I'm Mexican? Like, do I gotta just eat tacos all the time? And
you work on cars, Tony?
You like little tunnels?
You like tunnels?
Wait, I'm not Jewish. He's Mexican.
The Jews do tunnels, so do Mexicans. I saw Sicario.
Tony's a Latin king. That's what Tony is.
Boba from Forrest Gump. No, my family is though. All my family.
Yeah, it's big out there. You got to do it, survive, man.
Keith David, yeah, celebrate Keith David. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah,
Eric July. What did Eric July do?
You cannot deny
You can't deny.
All right.
But you cannot
deny
That's
what
enough
Eric
to
is
speak.
doing. You cannot. You can get mad. You can say whatever. To say that he doesn't deserve his success is wild. And not only is it wild, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Okay.
Actually, it's 100% correct. Here's the thing: nobody deserves success. To say somebody deserves success means that if you do X, that you should get success.
Yeah,
that's not how success works, right?
Participation trophies. That's what he's pushing for.
Eric July doesn't deserve success. He earned success. He achieved success, but he doesn't deserve it. Right? Just like Rich doesn't deserve success. He put out a comic book. That doesn't mean he should succeed simply because he did a thing. He should succeed because it's a good comic. He fucking hustled and he tried to get people to notice it. Right?
Yeah, to work, hustle.
These people don't know fucking English. Yeah. I'm the foreigner. Fuck.
At Rich's audience, he saw a problem with comics.
You got some super chats too,
right?
Yeah. While you're reading those super chats, I'm gonna boogie. I'm going back to bed, dude.
All right,
thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Anytime, you're always welcome.
Hell.